morning. This is Chapter 9, Lesson 7, Multiplying Three-Digit Numbers. So this is very similar to another lesson we did using multiplying with expanded form, except this time we're going to have three-digit numbers multiplied by a one-digit factor. So we're going to start with a word problem. Diane lives near a beach. She collected 114 shells in 1 week. She wants to collect the same number each week. How many shells will she have in 4 weeks? So let's start by writing an equation. So we have two numbers in this word problem. We have 114, that's how many shells she collected in 1 week, and this is how many weeks she wants to collect them, 4 weeks. So it's 4 groups of 114. So we're going to do this word problem starting with base 10 blocks. So I have a hundreds, tens, and ones chart, a place value chart here. So we need 4 groups of 114. So let's draw 114, 100, a 10, and 4 ones. So that is 1 group of 114. So we're going to draw 3 groups of 114. Sorry, 4 groups. 3 more. So that's 2 groups of 114. This is 3 groups of 114. And finally, 4 groups of 114. Notice that I'm not bunching them all together. I have them separated so you can clearly see that there are 4 groups of the same amount. Now we're going to write this in numerals as well. So in this equation here, I have the one-digit factor first, but I'm going to put this vertically. And when I put it vertically, we're going to put the greater factor on top and the lower factor on bottom. So that is what it would look like, but we're going to change that now to expanded form. Just like we have here, we have our base 10 blocks, 114. So we're going to do 100 plus 110 plus 4 ones. That's our expanded form. And we're going to multiply all of that by 4. So if you're not sure about expanded form, just look at your place value chart, right? So here's our 100, here's our 10, and here's our 4. So we're going to start by multiplying 100 by 4, which is 400. And next we're going to go to our tens, multiply 10 by 4, which is 40. And finally our ones. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. 4 times 4, which is 16. And then we add those together. So we have 6, 5, 4. 456 will be our answer. And of course, you could just add up your pictures on the place value chart, starting with your ones. So just to show you that it would get the same answer, let's count off 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to trade those. We're going to regroup them into a 10. And then we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. And we'll see how many 10s do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s and hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hundreds. So our answer there is the same, 456. Okay, now let's just try it with some numerals. So number 1, 327 times 5. So let's turn that into expanded form. 300 plus 20 plus 7 multiplied by 5. So we're going to multiply our hundreds times our 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, and add your 2 zeros on the end. So we're going to have 1,500. Next, we're going to multiply our tens by our ones by our 5. So 2 times 5 is 10, and add your 0, which makes 100. And finally, 7 times 5 is 35. So then we add those together. 5, 3, 6, 1. And that's our answer. So it's the same as what we did in the other lesson. We just have an extra place value. We have our hundreds place this time. So let's go to number 5. I know I'm skipping 2, 3, and 4 if we're following along in our books. I know not everyone has their book. 5A. So this time it's written horizontally, but we're going to change that to a vertical placement. So put your greater number on top, 361 times 7. And then change that into expanded form. 300 plus 60 plus 1 times 7. So 300 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. Add your 2 zeros. 2100. 2100. Then 60 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Add your 0. So you have 420. And 1 times 7 is 7. So we're going to add all those together. So we have 7, 2, 5, 2. And there's your answer. We'll do one more example, which is 5B. So let's change this again to a vertical placement. Put your greater number on top. 421 times 4, and then change that into expanded form. So 400 plus 20 plus 1 times 4. All right, so 4 times 4 is 16. Add your 2 zeros, 1600. 2 times 4 is 8. Add your 0, makes 80. And 1 times 4 is 4. And we add that together. And our answer is 1,684. So that is our lesson on multiplying with 3-digit numbers. Any questions? Please feel free to contact me.